What's up, Capricorns? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have you all here with me today. We are going to do a fun little tarot reading for you, all about money, career, and finances. So do keep in mind in this general reading, poppers already, not everything I say is going to resonate with you. More than likely pieces and parts of this will, but always feel free to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs and the videos associated with those signs to get more messages, to get more clarity. If what I'm saying doesn't seem to resonate with your energy, feel free to pass on this video, check out another reader, check out, again, another video of mine, see if something else lands for you. Never need to force anything to fit your circumstance or scenario. That being said, everything you want to know about this video will be in that description box below, including the decks I'm using as well as my social media channels. Check me out. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Drop a like, share, subscribe where you can, somewhere down here. That really helps this channel gain momentum, gets these messages out who needs to hear them. Let's jump in. All right. I have to get through that spiel. I feel like I go a mile a minute. Your energy is Six of Pentacles. Interesting. That came up in your pre-shuffle. I was going to do Gemini or Capricorn, and I always consult the deck, and Earth energy came up, so I knew it was Capricorn. And it was this card. All right. This talks about someone who has not been giving. Usually Six of Pentacles is the reciprocity card. And the way I'm reading this, it's like this hen is sitting on all her eggs, her coins, her money potentially. And it's like slowly she's maybe starting to like push one over to this other person potentially. But yeah, there's an idea of being a little bit selfish here. And this might not be you, right? But I mean, this is coming up under your energy. So let's clarify it. Let's see. This could also represent the idea of you being at a job where you're severely underpaid. I heard the word severely there. Like you put in whatever, like 72-hour weeks and you're barely getting by to like pay rent or pay your bills. So I'm not sure which side you're on. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to do two clarifiers, one on each side. And for the other one, okay, interesting. So on the person who, I am just going to use the word selfish or greedy. Again, no offense, no shade, no judgment. This is meant to help whoever. Please don't take offense to it. And it might not be you. But what I'm getting here is the person holding or sitting on the nest of money or whatever, greed, is coming off of Seven of Wands energy. So very argumentative. Battle-like mentality. If it is a boss, it's somebody who kind of rules with this cutthroat, everybody's out for themselves, extremely competitive. If you work in sales, absolutely. It's like every little guy is fighting for commission, and yet it's like this really hot-tempered environment. It's very unpleasant. Okay. And then on the other end of this, the little guy, if you will, which for some reason, Capricorn, I am sensing that you're the one who's not getting. And actually, now that I'm thinking about this, that was sort of a theme in your love spread. So check that out if you're into, that sort of thing. But there was a give and take. I did it my way. It was what I named your love video because you were dealing with someone who was very stubborn, who was not giving in on their idea. Granted, in the romantic one, it was a little bit more naive, like passive, selfishness. Here it's like, again, battle mentality, cutthroat, heated arguments. Okay. So you're coming off as the Hermit in reverse. Okay, interesting. I thought it was the Hierophant at first. So maybe some of you are dealing with the Taurus or have strong Taurus in your chart. But the Hermit in reverse is Virgo energy, which makes a lot of sense. We're headed into Virgo season. Their cards have been popping up like wildfire. So I think we're all embracing our inner Virgos as we go into Virgo season. So yeah, someone who is in hermit mode is sort of like that isolation. It's a spiritual path, seeking internal knowledge, self-growth, being illuminated to new ideas by sort of, it's not literal travel, but by kind of traveling almost into different dimensions of yourself, if you will. Very much focused on spiritual growth here. Learning lessons, seeking of knowledge, analysis of the situation, not only around us, but really internally. Here it's like there's no room for that. There's no room for, I am getting like like peace and calm and like spirituality growing. Something, it's like it's stunted, and I'm pretty sure it's this hostile environment. So yeah, for those resonating with this, it's like not only can you not grow maybe financially because it is so cutthroat, this environment quite clearly isn't good for like your spiritual health. We have to remember that, you know, Virgo is an earth element. It's an earth sign like you, Capricorn. So yes, something about this, it's like the seed can't grow. It's been stunted. I'm almost getting like the idea of somebody stomping on like flowers and just crushing them in the garden bed. Ooh, I almost called you Virgo. Capricorn, this is kind of intense. And yeah, for most of you, I think you're going to resonate as the little guy who isn't, it's kind of like Aquarius is reading, there isn't equal give and take. There isn't the inflow, or the input and the output is not in harmony and balance. You're giving a lot, and yeah, I'm just getting like somebody sprinkling like pennies on your desk. Like, you know, thanks. Like, that's not going to pay my bills, but okay. Interesting. All right, so what is your challenge, Capricorn? The Queen of Pentacles. Taurus got this card as well. I love this card. Can we just take a minute to appreciate how adorable it is? And this is you. This is your card, Capricorn. It's the pig in the mud, right? Happy. This is exactly what he or she, whatever you are, wants to do. Just your day of luxury, spending it in a puddle of mud in the sun, just like, like this is the life. Now, I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? I'm not saying you're a pig. Please don't take it that way. But it's the idea of like, simple time, relaxation time, vacation time. There's something very spiritual about this card, which I know that sounds silly on the surface, but even the idea of taking like a luxurious bubble bath, a crystal bath with candles, whatever you're into, it's like treating yourself. That's your challenge or focus, because I think, yeah, if you're resonating with this, something at work is consuming all your energy, and I'm almost getting snuffing out your fire. There's like a feeling of hopelessness, or even with Virgo, something about questioning the spirituality or the ethics, the morality of the team you're working with. It's like you are not in agreement. You are not wanting to go down this path. I was gonna say spiritual path. I don't know how spiritual it is. You're not wanting to go down this path in this, at least in this capacity, in this demeanor with these people in this way. The approach may be morally or spiritually against what you stand for. And I just heard drinking the Kool-Aid. Something about not wanting to conform to the norm of how this place is run. Wolf of Wall Street mentality. It's like crazy antics going on in the office. And it doesn't have to be like champagne and strippers, right? That's a little bit Hollywood. It might be for some of you. Take what resonates. But again, like battle mentality, like a fight to the death, particularly in like a sales-oriented type environment. But yeah, it's like this mentality of like, we're going to go and we're going to crush it on the phones and we're going to make it rain. It's like when it comes to making it rain, whether you're doing your part or not, Capricorn, and I'm sure you are, if you're a tried and true Capricorn, you are the workers of the zodiac. Usually putting in the effort for you is just like a given. It's like this hand, if you will, this I don't know how I like this empire. What is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. This greedy person who I am getting is in charge or controls your paycheck and your money flow. It's like, yeah, just they're barely sprinkling you like anything at all. It's like, here, you could have this one pentacle. Ugh. So yeah, your challenge or focus is finding happiness. Being strong in your energy and in your power. I'm just getting like, this is sucking the life out of you. Some of you are ready to retire too, for people who are either in that age range or just wanting to seek opportunities elsewhere. I could even see this as like there's like a crown on the pentacle representing the queen, right? It's like time to hang up your hat. It's time to hang up your crown, because like it's either you just can't keep up with like the youngins anymore, this like cutthroat, fiery warrior energy. You want no part in it. Like, you're happy on your own. You enjoy like the simple things in life, the little things. Like, that means so much more to you than I'm getting this job or these people. Excuse me. Yeah, you guys, this is so cute. I was saying this means more to you than anything else. Like this is what you want your world to feel like. Just like, being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Like this is like the card. But it is, or I'm sorry, it's the Ten of Cups. Nonetheless, it's emotionally fulfilling, right? I thought it was the Ten of Pentacles, which is like money, what you value as well. So again, you value your freedom and your alone time. And I will say luxury a little bit, but because it's based in Ten of Cups, it's what it feels like. This feels awful. It feels enraged. It feels stressful. It feels like you're constantly down to the wire on making your income or making the time, putting in the appropriate amount of effort, like coming in just in like the timeline or just under the radar. Or I don't know what radar, I don't know why I said that, but that word came out. I don't know what, maybe that's the name of your company, Radar, I don't know, something like that. All right, so there's not a lot of joy in this. You don't see yourself there long term because emotionally, I'm just getting emotionally, you couldn't put up with this. Some of you may just be like really strained and just exhausted. And I mean, napping, right? I mean, let's just call it like we see it. Taking a nap. Like, I think you guys are you're overworked and financially, it's just not worth it. You're getting pennies, it seems like, metaphorically. Yeah, so 8 of Wands. Swift action and forward movements. I'm getting two things here. You want swift action and forward movement towards your dream, towards your ideal work scenario. And do keep in mind, this isn't just lounging and laziness. Because she's the Queen of Pentacles, she's earned the right to do that, right? She's the work hard queen, right? It's all about work and foundations and responsibility, right? She's a work hard queen, right? It's not that she's lazy or slacking. But it's almost like it's just a good balance here of like you want more joy not only in life, right? Maybe family, friendship, social circles. It also has to do with work that you enjoy, that is your dream come true of work scenarios. For some of you, maybe that's going into business for yourself or working independently, right? It's like the card of Virgo is a solo energy. He goes off by himself or herself, right? Doesn't matter. Here, it's like you're forced to be part of a team that, again, they're not in alignment with where you are. It's like your inner light is not the focus here. Your inner light is being dulled. It's shadowy, right? I think you want swift movement forward out of this scenario. I think you want joy and happiness, like you're springing out of the water like a dolphin. But also because I was saying like war mentality, something about these ships, it's like going to war, battleship, right? I think this is representing your work scenario and this is representing you. You're just like, yeah, bye. Like, peace, I'm out. This is not for me. This is what I want. I want joy and elation and satisfaction with the hard work that I'm doing that is me, right? This is the Capricorn card. You are the Queen of Pentacles. So, I mean, your challenge, your focus is, I think, making more time for what brings you joy. And this is going to be a little bit different for everybody, but I just see in this scenario, like I was saying, you're exhausted. You don't have time to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. I don't even know if you have time to be on your own. It's almost like you're surrounded by crazy people at work all day, then you have to go home and feed the kids and walk the dog and do this. It's like, do you have any time for yourself, Capricorn? I think that's what this is saying. And because the 8 of Wands can also be the card of travel, this would be take a break, take a vacation, take like a month-long vacation overseas or something like that with your hubby, with your wife, with your spouse, with your whatever. I think your partnership might be strong. You may see a future with the person you're with. But yeah, work-wise, it's just, again, you're exhausted. It's like you pass out the minute you get home from work, even though you may have tons of responsibilities that still await you. Make time for yourself, treat yourself with value, know your worth, and who to cut off. If they're not energetically giving you what you're giving in, or even financially, like the efforts you're putting in isn't matching what's coming back to you, I would just take stock of that. That's your focus or your challenge in the coming weeks or months. What is the help available to you? The 5 of Swords. So, literally the card of winning at all costs. which is what I was sensing with this. I think we may have already said that. And the idea of being fenced in too, right? Like they're in a chicken coop, but they're kind of trapped there, right? The phrase running around like a chicken with your head cut off. I don't know if that's you, but that's what it feels like when you're at work. Chaos, anarchy. All right, cutthroat mentality, feeling like you may be cut at any moment. But what's interesting though is that this is coming up as your help. Something that's going to be of use for you to get through this difficulty. This might be cutting your losses. Sometimes this is the card of looking back and either not being able to detach ourselves from past actions or things we've said, or just not being able to put it to rest because it's swords, it's ideas, it's our thoughts, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Something we can't quite get out of our mind, and being able to either forget about that and like release it, or having to go back and face it and deal with it because, it's like mentally something is holding you back. That's what this card is. And I can't help but notice the Three of Swords, which has to do with heartbreak, sorrow, disappointment, sadness, depression even. And then these Two of Swords representing an idea, but a decision. This or that. Balance. Make something about a blind decision. I don't know what that's about. Even the idea of the porcupine, it's like you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get pricked. So I have to say, because there's some of you may be working with a bunch of pricks, right? Sorry, pardon the language, but that's coming through here, and especially with Five of Swords energy. Maybe don't call them that to their face, especially, or behind their back, because that's just not the highest vibration. But like, careful what you say. You might regret it. Actually, I think that's what this is. Some of you may start recognizing your value and your self-worth and recognizing that they don't treat you right. And so this is saying, this has come up a few times too, don't fight fire with fire. Be the bigger person, be the stronger person. Don't act in haste. Don't do or say things that you're going to regret. Don't pop off on these people. Don't go apeshit. That's sort of what this is saying. Be the bigger person. Don't look back, but like, be the bigger person. Seven of Cups. All right. Options, decisions, and we were saying that with the Two of Swords. Something I got from this is the idea of having other outlets that bring you joy. I actually like this a lot because, as I was saying, find things that are a treat, a luxury to you, things that you can enjoy that take you out of this gross, difficult work situation. Going on vacation, doing something for you on the weekend, taking a hot bubble bath, whatever it is. Something about you've opened up the window or opened the door to new possibilities, new potential, new outlets that emotionally will be more satisfying. And for a lot of you, this could be another job. You may be putting out resumes, keeping your options open, so to say. Don't talk about it. Be very tight-lipped. Is that the expression? Because, again, saying things you're going to regret, don't reveal your hand or your cards, no pun intended. Yeah, it's about remaining silent. And how I was saying, don't say things you're going to regret. It's not even necessarily popping off and saying nasty comments to people. It's not revealing your truth about how many other options you may have, or even just the idea that this simply doesn't bring me joy. Maybe don't say that yet. I did say yet. Maybe that's going to come to the surface eventually. And something about listening to, I said this to someone else too. I don't remember what sign it was. It may have been Virgo. What would the child version of yourself, how would they see this situation? See it through their eyes. The younger version of yourself, when you wanted to grow up and be an astronaut, when you wanted to grow up and be a movie star or whatever, a train driver, whatever it was. There was something very simplistic and pure and innocent about it. Like this, it's like the simple things in life brought you joy. Your mind was alive with creativity and possibility. This might be wholeheartedly severing ties and not looking back, because your mind, again, sword energy, is telling you to move towards better options that are in alignment with your heart. That inner child, which one would she choose? As an adult, you have different priorities. You have different responsibilities, right? As a child, you probably didn't have to pay your own bills. You probably didn't have car payments and electrical bills and rent or whatever it is. Yes, there was a different mentality and a different perspective, but that inner child isn't completely gone. This is about looking at your options and also considering, again, the innocence, the joy. What are you going to choose based on what your heart wants, what your heart is calling you to do? Is there some sort of dream you have for yourself, the fairy tale ending, that you're currently viewing it as like pie in the sky, unreachable, unobtainable? It's a silly dream, like Piscean energy I'm almost getting. But what if it isn't? What if you've like committed yourself to this, thinking that's all there is for you, when it's like opening up your mind to leaving this sadness behind and making the decision to move towards better options? I hope I'm not losing you. That's the help available to you. And also be very careful what you're communicating and who you're communicating it to. What is your guidance or advice? The Seven of Wands. So we got the same card twice. Look at that. Same card, different decks. Seven of Wands is not always a bad card. This depiction is frightening. If that's your work situation, eek, I feel for you, Capricorn. This is realizing something about what's coming at you. Being aware, being on, I'm almost getting Nine of Wands energy of like being constantly on the watch or on the defense, because you feel like a lot of things are coming at you. Again, be careful what you're communicating into who. Don't reveal your cards. Don't reveal maybe what's going on in your personal life. And I don't exactly know why, but it may have to do with, again, this like vicious mentality of maybe someone trying to make you look bad or, put you in a difficult position. This feels like a difficult position to me. Someone trying to make you look like the sneak or make you look like you were trying to steal something, or interesting energy there. And again, lots of fire signs. You may be surrounded by lots of fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is the Seven of Wands about for Capricorn? Usually it's proving your strength to yourself. It is the idea of you may have a lot of obstacles or things coming at you, but this is an opportunity. It's not something to be feared or something to be avoided. It's something you're being asked to step into, Capricorn. You're being asked to step into your power and defend yourself. To come into your own, Queen of Pentacles style, and fight for what you believe in. Muster your own courage and strength and fight for what you want and what you believe in. I actually think it has to do more so with this. Fighting for that dream that you dreamed about as a child, that I think you walked, oh my gosh, that's what this is. I think you walked away from this dream as a child, and there's regret and sorrow. That's what's bringing you back to the past. Yes, it may have to do with, again, watching your temperament at work and who you say and what you say, but this is about looking back with regret at dreams you had that you didn't go after. Thank you, Spirit. Good Lord, that took me a long time, Capricorn. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is fighting for what you believe and actions with wands, right? The actions we take to achieve what it is that we want. I believe it's a Leo card. I want to say it's a Leo card, which is all about strength, power, confidence, king of the jungle, right? Hear me roar, like that type of like, this is what I want and I'm going to go after it. And I am getting, there's going to be a lot of opposition. When you decide to leave, or maybe you do eventually communicate and say something, wands can be communication and messaging. There's going to be a lot of opposition and maybe obstacles. People may try and either keep you there, or this can even represent your family, not being in alignment with what you want. But I mean, Capricorn, it's your life, right? Need I say more? Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. Yeah, this is perfect. What inspires you? What motivates you? What fills you with joy and excitement? So much of this is like such a youthful energy. It's a knight, right? There's a sense of immaturity here, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Again, it has to do with going back to this, the younger version of yourself when you were so excited about, I don't know, just like, I'm going to be an astronaut. I'm going to go to like planet Mars and Jupiter, and I'm going to do this. And like this really sweet, innocent, almost naive idea of, I'm going to do it. Like there's just like nothing's holding you back. People may challenge you. You may be presented with obstacles or opposition. You're going to blaze right through the pack. Like you're charging through on a horse. Gung-ho. Like look at you, Capricorn. You're going after it. I love that energy. It's fighting. It's fighting again for what you believe in, overcoming the obstacles. I was saying you're trapped in a sense in this little world, this hen house, whatever that is. I just heard whorehouse, and I was gonna not say that because I don't know what that is, but you're being used. I heard whorehouse for a reason. Again, I'm sorry. I apologize for the crudeness, but it's the idea of, yeah, it's like you're slaving away at a job. Your physical energy, your body, right, is being used. And you're getting minimal pay for it. It's like, and I'm careful to say this, but it's like you're whoring yourself out. You're offering your skills and talents to a workplace that doesn't appreciate you. They don't realize your inner light. Like, it's time to shut this down and again, go back to the purity, the innocence of whatever this is. I have to say it because it's here. Some of you may be working in like an industry where you're selling your body. Even if that's modeling or acting or something, again, that is ethically against what you stand for. Cam girls, the porn industry, whatever that is, and no judgment, but it's brutal. It's severe. It's like go to war mentality. We said that somewhere else too, right? Something about like battleship. You have to put on your battle armor just to get through the day. I just got chills. So I hope that resonates with some of you because I'm feeling like that's a very important message. Some of you might be selling your body. I don't know how else to put it. But you're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to fight the fight and you're going to move on, right? You're going to find something else that inspires you, that's more in alignment with your heart and your passion, right? Something that's fun, something that you enjoy. And what are you headed towards? Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Money, make it rain, right? It's scary. It's the unknown. You may kind of have to go through this rabbit hole, if you will, of with the moon, shadowy energy, uncertainty. It's not crystal clear. It's just a hunch you have. It's an instinct that it's time to leave and part ways. And I mean, again, everybody use your own discretion, but I would say, yeah, I would agree with that. Face the unknown, follow your intuition, believe in your heart and your desire and what it is that you want in your future, right? What does your heart call you to do? Whatever it is, there's more prosperity in it, whether it be literal money in the bank, which I love seeing this in a financial spread, 10 of Pentacles, but it's also more value in your life and value in yourself, right? All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. This was kind of a heavy message there at the end. I hope whoever needed to hear this did. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what resonated for you, and I will see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.